Hello, this is Northwest Trains Models, and I thought to try and do something a bit different before the end of the year. So I thought to squeeze in another video or two. Basically, what I've got in front of me now is every locomotive that I've been given or purchased this year. There's a couple more that I had purchased and then sold again because I didn't end up liking them. So basically what I was going to do is do a top 5. I would say I'll do a top 5 worst locomotives, but I like them all, so that'd be a bit unfair. So I think to jump in at number 5, I think we're going to go for the N-Gauge Class 142 payset. I know a lot of people dislike these, but I've always had a soft spot for them. Basically grew up with them running on the lines by me, and it's always been one of my favourite engines. I pretty much got most of them in double low now. So yeah, that's number 5. I've been waiting a long time as well for that to come out in N-Gauge as well. It was a long time of development, I think. So I think now going to number 4, we're going to be looking at the Hornby. I should move this out the way. The Hornby Class 87, Sir Winston Churchill. This is a very stunning model from Hornby, and I hardly ever get electric engines. It's been a long time since I've got one, and I've actually got 2 this year with the Class 90 as well. But yeah, this one's number 4. It has working lights, the pantograph lifts up and down. It's got loads and loads of detail compared to the older models. It pulls a heavy train, and it's an all-round stunning model, and it's one of my favourite liveries as well. So let's put that back. And going to number 3 is this H2 Atlantic class. I don't want to go into too much detail over this engine because I want to do a review video on it. But I first started looking at these in the Wigan exhibition in October, and I saw them in Worley. And when I came across the Bluebell stall at Worley, they told me the story of this locomotive that they're currently building. So I thought, well, since there's going to be one in real life, I'd like one myself. I gave it to Digitrains, and they've DC sound fitted it for me. So we'll get a video of it running pretty soon. So yeah, that's loco number 3. It's very hard to pick a favourite really, but number 2, this one I've gone for. This is a J36 Maud, again from Hornby, and this model had built-in TTS sound, and it's got sprung buffers, nicely detailed, and let me see if I can pick it up off the table on the piece of track. Just try not to spill it. But this engine basically was less than £150 with sound. Like I say, it's very detailed. It runs smoothly. It runs pretty much at a scale speed as well. You know, you can't make this engine go really fast like the older Hornby engines. But yeah, that's certainly one of my favourite purchases this year. Before we go to number 1, just take a little look. Again, I mentioned in my last video, these engines from DJ models seem to get a lot of stick that I've seen for running and not being noisy, but I've got to say these 2 run perfect, and the detail in them I think is brilliant. This is the weathered model, factory weathered. so you can see it looks like it's had a hard life. So what I was planning on doing is on the small layout, just rotating the two rather than having them running together. But yeah, I think they're stunning little engines, and you can still pick them up at a pretty good price. I saw a couple today for 75 quid in new condition. Another worthy mention is the Hatton's P-Class. Again, these are stunning little engines, absolutely full of detail, all the interior cab detail, and they run really well. So if you got a small layout, I definitely recommend these. And the Hatton's Andrew Barclay. This one I bought from Hatton's in the second-hand section. It had been weathered. I've done another video of it. You got interior detail, sprung buffers, and they work well over insel frog points as well. Which brings me to the Hornby Packet. These are stunning looking models, really well detailed. The only criticism I have of these, and it's probably the reason why they're not in the top 5, because they are stunning looking engines, is they seem to stall on my Pico insel frog points every now and then, and any slight imperfection in the track, and they stall on that as well, whilst my 040 Hornby Packet runs over them perfectly. So that's my criticism. I thought a 6-wheel loco with pickups would be better than a 4-wheel loco. So that's the only reason why they've got marked down points wise. But I've heard other people have been perfectly happy with theirs and not had a problem. Again, going back to DJ models, back at Worley, I picked up this very nice little saddle tank from Kerno Models. Again, it's full of interior detail. Camera doesn't do it justice really. You get the little shovel accessories and stuff to hang on the back. And again, it's a really smooth runner, runs really well. I'm not going to try and pick it up, but I got this Staines engine early on the year because back in my dad's house we had the G-Scale Garden Railway, and I saw that pop up on eBay and I liked it. And the older LGB's a bit harder to come by now, so that's why I've got hold of that. So hopefully next spring we'll see it running in the garden. Another little mention is this little thing. If there was a worse loco, it would probably be this one. Not for any like harsh, it's a bit harsh really, but it's basically just a toy loco. It comes with the Hornby Club, so I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet. I'm sure it's a nice little runner, and with a bit of work you could add a bit of detail to it, but it's not really for my layout. But anyway, we'll come back to that another time. Another one of my favourites in general is the Class 37, and this is my fourth, I think, Bachmann 37. This one side's got concrete bob on it, the other side is Sir Robert McAlpine. I think he was the bloke that had used to have the old Steamtown Museum in Carnforth. But yeah, that's a very nice model, the sound's great on it, and smooth runner, interior cab lighting, directional lights. I've actually added a detail on the front of this model as well, so hopefully you can pick it up on the camera. Right, so that basically leaves 2 locos, I think, well, 2 double O engines. Oops, I picked up this H-Class, or rather my dad picked it up for me as part of the Hornby Club, and again it's a very nice super detailed model. It's a Hornby Club model as well, so you can see again loads of internal detail, and it's got quite a bit of weight to it as well. It seems to run pretty smoothly after running, but it's not as good as I'd say as the Hatton's engines or the DJ models, or even the likes of the Maud loco. Right, another little quick one. is I got these European outline engines early on in the year. I'm still not sure how you pronounce it. It's Fleischmann. But again, these are lovely little models. This one has working front lights, and it was quite good. It was reasonably cheap, powerful little engine. So hopefully I'll do a little European layout at some stage and engage. Again, I think this is a class 218 in their DB livery. Again, it's got directional lighting, and it's quite a smooth runner. That all came part of a train set. Where are we going now? Right. Oh, this one out. This one's baby twin. We have an N-Gauge 14XX, and this one, if anyone remembers my whole video from May, came with the Dapol train set. Again, it's a lovely little engine. It's not the smoothest runner in the world, but I think these were made pretty much the start of Dapol's N-Gauge career. It's a lovely little engine. It works reasonably well. It stalls on insult frog points sometimes, but you know, it's not surprising the size of it. So I think now we're going to get to my favourite engine of the year, which is the Bachmann Class 90, and I think this engine's stunning. But it's not only looking good, it weighs a ton, so it's a really powerful loco. It can pull any train. A nice little touch is the retracting pantograph, which works on a servo DC decoder, and that works great. If you'll see my running session video of this engine, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, it's a lovely, very nicely detailed model. It's got directional lighting on it. It has got extra detailing that I haven't put on it yet, but yeah, it is a stunning model, and it's my favourite one of the year. So, not making too much mess. We'll just try and line them up. So I'll try not to scratch the dining table as well. So not in any particular order, but there we have it. And they are my top 5 locomotives for 2019. I might do a little rolling stock one. We'll see by the time I've packed all this lot away back up into the loft. But yeah, let me know your opinion, whether you like me to do more videos like this or not. And thanks again for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.